Guys, I am not gonna lie to you right now. It's been a grueling day today. I'm here though, I'm on the land, and we're gonna walk outside. We're gonna show you guys it real quick. We just got it all set up. We got blocks underneath it, so the weight is off the tires. We leveled it out. All right, everybody, this is it. This is it. I'm recording this on a Saturday. So I had all intentions of moving the tiny house that is still behind me on Friday. It is now Saturday. I'm recording this on Saturday. And I hope by the end of this video, I hope that the tiny house is moved and ready on property, put in place, everything all good by the end of this video. I'm hoping. So whether you wish upon a star or you finger cross or you prayer, whatever it is you do it, because I'm hoping to have that done by the end of this video. Or you can just fast forward to the end of the video and see if it actually happened. Then after I moved the tiny house out of this, wonderful shop that it's been sitting here for a year, I then have to come back down to the shop space, which is about 3.5 hours away from where my land is. And I need to clean all this up. Now, I'm gonna do some of the cleaning before we go tomorrow, because we're leaving tomorrow, and I'll get more into that in a minute. But I gotta clean all this up. I gotta pack it all up. I gotta put a lot of it in my storage. I gotta put a lot of it in the tiny house. I gotta give a lot of it away to friends, or I gotta donate it. I gotta do a lot of stuff in the next 18 hours, give or take. Plan is right now to be driving this in the middle of the night. There's no reason to be driving in the middle of the night other than I'm trying to stay away from just stupid people on the road. You might see a contraption right here that is a toilet. It is an incinerator toilet made by John. Tested it, tell you to test it out to make sure it can work before obviously you install it and all that good jazz. So you put a cup of water in there and you let it burn. I really hope this actually does work in my tiny house, because the power draw on it is substantial. Burns 2,000 watts and it burns for about an hour. So that's 2,000 watts that are coming out of my batteries. Now I do have a generator as a backup, but this tiny house is going to be 100% off grid. I have no wires that are gonna be coming to the house grid power per se. I do have a backup plan, and I might use it during the winter, especially when there's not great sun in the winter in the wonderful state of Maine, which is where the tiny house is gonna live. What I was just mentioning to you guys is I have to pack all this up. I gotta bring all my tools up. I gotta put it all somewhere. So like I did say, I already got a storage unit, but till I get a shed operation going, which I hope to have it done before winter, we shall see, because winter is coming. What was that from? Game of Thrones? Wonderful people over at HART. I'm an ambassador for them. Already have a couple of these guys. These are great backpacks that kind of hold just odd and end tools, and you get to just throw it over your shoulder, throw it into a truck. They are fantastic for carrying tools and whatnot. They did send me these, and I'm getting more. I actually got more in today. I got a notification on my phone, and people are like, well, Jared, why do you use HART? You could pretty much partner up with a lot of tool companies, and you're right, I probably could. However, why I love HART, just real quick, makes a couple different lines. They make an outdoor line, and I believe they make an indoor, not indoor, but they make a 20-volt battery line, which is hand tools and things here, like you see. And then they make a 40-volt line. The 40-volt line is outdoor equipment. I believe they have a snowmobile, they've got a weed whacker, they've got a lawnmower. They actually have a massive ride lawnmower that I went to an event. These tools are designed and built for your everyday DIYer. So why do I get behind a company like this? Because they are made for the everyday person. They are made for the person that wants to do DIY projects. They are made for that type of person, and that's me. That's what I do. It's also sold at Walmart's. Walmart's and van life, they kind of go hand in hand to everybody. And shopping on the Walmart app is extremely easy. It delivers right to your door, just like another app that everybody uses. I probably will be making that, my truck, into the ultimate work sleeping camper hybrid for me and Glacier to take road trips in. And that is why I got the tiny house. I can go and now take road trips in the truck, my camper, and have a home base to settle down and just chill out in. Let me kind of show you guys what's been going on here. Talked about the incinerator toilet already. I don't have to show this, but I kind of want to. I want to share a little bit about it. The installation process is kind of a pain in the patoot, but It's all good. I opted to have the side vent. They offer a couple different venting options. When it does a burn cycle, this produces a crap ton of heat. I went with the side vent option, and they send you this little doohickey. Now it was originally that color, like brownish. I painted it black to match the rest of my trim. That is a 4-inch opening. Yeah, 4-inch hole saw, not a big deal, right? They actually tell you in the instructions to use a 4-inch hole saw. However, this thing that they give you, right? Now I taped that. That was my tape job. It's a 4-inch to a 3-inch reducer because this tube is 3 inches. All good and dandy, right? I drilled my 4-inch hole. Boom, there it is. Lovely. It's amazing. Okay, and then it's really simple. This is supposed to go through this hole, but that 4-inch isn't 4-inch. That's actually 4 1/4 because of that 1/8 inch right there. So 1/8 inch is 1/4. Okay. So now I've got to re-drill that hole, which is extremely difficult when you already have drilled a hole saw hole. You need a guide. That is the whole point of having a pilot bit on a hole saw. So what I'm going to do is I will drill a 4 1/4 inch hole through like a piece of plywood, use that as my guide, as a template, as I then only drill a 4 1/4 inch so this can fit into the wall. I'm not going to go all the way through the wall because this is only a 3-inch opening, and the 3-inch opening is right there into my tiny house. So let's go on the inside and I can show you kind of what I was talking about. This tube is going to come right through that hole. Now the other issue that I'm having here, and I'm going to bring this up to EcoJohn, trust me, is when this comes through and that's there, I now have about a 1/2 inch opening that I can see into my wall. There's no like wall mounting system that I can like place onto around this that kind of covers up the 4-inch hole that I've already drilled. I don't know if they can sell one of those things or something, but I'm gonna have to makeshift my own probably. It is what it is at this point. I don't think anything came with all of my stuff that is here. They give this flange. I don't know what they didn't really, I don't know. All in all, I'm very excited about the EcoJohn system. It actually works really well. This is the pamphlet that they send. They actually have a wireless controller that's also really cool that mounts to the wall. That's going to be back here, and it's going to be able to like electronically, like, it's really cool. I will say, I will 100% admit that it's really cool. I don't think I've showed the rest of the bathroom. The light is, oh my goodness. Bathroom has come a long way. I put this amazing shower glass wall thing in, and then my shower's pretty much all dialed in. I got blue tape on the wall because, you know, you gotta put a bead of caulking in there. No big deal. But this is the shower. Can I fit underneath it? Yeah, I believe that I can, and I've got plenty of inches to spare. If somebody was taller than me, it would be a little more difficult to be standing in here, but it's a tiny house. Exhaust fan for the people who are like, well, how do you exhaust the air up? Boom, it's right there. Don't worry, everybody. And it's actually a 12-volt exhaust fan, and I believe it's 135 CFM, which is plenty for this small space. So that's pretty much it. And then everything out here is just a mess. And I've got to get this all cleaned up in the next probably like 16, 17, 18 hours, somewhere in there. I don't really know exactly. I don't know when we're leaving, but we're going to be driving in the middle of the night, which is going to be awesome. So I got a lot of work in front of me here, guys, but I'll hopefully get some B-roll of me moving the tiny house up to Maine. 180, 190 miles of travel. Oh, guys, I am not going to lie to you right now. It's been a grueling day today. Grueling. No way I would have not done this without the help from my dad and my brother John. So shout out to them. I'm here though. I'm on the land. And we're going to show you, we're going to walk outside. We're going to show you guys it real quick. We just got it all set up. We got blocks underneath it, so the weight is off the tires. We leveled it out. We did have one fall during the the trek, 180, 190 mile trek, 200 mile trek, whatever it was. The back portion of my AC unit, my custom ducting, right up there over my head right there, that popped off and it landed on the corner of the wood right there and put a pretty big gouge in there, but that's okay. Nothing, a little bit of putty and a little bit of, you know, repainting, no big deal. But solars are working. I got all my stuff that's coming in. It's an absolute just disaster zone with just dust and debris everywhere. So I'm gonna have to get a rug for the front here. Let's walk outside. You guys can see what I'm talking about here. Walk a little bit down the driveway. We rented a skid steer, which is right down there, and the guy's here to pick it up right now. So it was like $200 for the day, and luckily we had it, because getting up this driveway was not an easy thing to do. Back the tiny house with the truck up as much as we could. We were going to use the skid steer to maneuver it, like micro maneuvering it, but turns out that didn't work. So what we did was we went back, hooked the truck back up to the bumper, the hitch, and we had the skid steer actually take the tension off from the back. We used some like toe straps. Thank you. And he was able to, my dad was driving the skid steer, and he was able to take a lot of the weight off of it, so we were able to back it up a little bit easier up this grade and into place. Like I was saying, it's loft in the woods. The pun being lost in the woods. Loft in the woods. So, wrapping up here. I gotta drive back to the Boston area. I gotta clean out the shop over the next couple of days, and I'll fully move in over the next few days. So, looking forward to finally moving in. There's John. Big help today. Big help today. Luckily, HART hooked me up with the chainsaw, cordless power chainsaw, and was able to cut these pressure treated logs, or like the 4x4s and 2x4s. That chainsaw is ridiculous, by the way. It has way more power than I thought. My dad actually brought a gas powered chainsaw, and they were just cranking it, and they finally got it started, and it would have worked just fine. But I was like, yeah, watch this. Put the battery in, and we were just good to go. And the battery cut, or, you know, I have plenty. I didn't even use, I think I used a quarter of the battery, and we cut all of these for each corner, every single one. Boom, 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 boom. So I haven't fully decided yet, but it's pretty much going to happen that we're going to take down some more of these trees right here, because they're blocking my sun second half of the day. We're going to leave this beautiful oak right there, beautiful pine right there. I got sun all day. That's morning sun, and then I get afternoon sun if I clear just a few of these trees out right here, and we're good to go. But we're here, we're on land. This was my biggest worry, my biggest concern. I am good now. I am happy. I smell terrific, I can tell you that. I know, thankfully, you guys can't smell me right now. I can't wait to get back into a regular routine. I can't wait to have my loft up and running, where I can get work done, and I can go back to grinding on the internet and making content for everybody, and start my podcast and travel more. This is gonna be a great home base for me. Guys, I can't tell you how much weight is just lifted off shoulders now. I don't have a shop rental over my head anymore. I don't have to worry about that. I'm on the land, and I am good to go. And I could honestly cry. Like, tears of joy, everybody. A good time for everybody. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, because we got a lot more coming. We got a lot more ghost design and build happening. We're gonna get some sort of shed space. It's gonna be a temporary fix here. Maybe a container home up on the top up there. Maybe an A-frame a little further up. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. I'm gonna enjoy it for a little bit, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll see you guys next time. Later. I could conquer the night if I can make it.